Everyone talks about finding love, and I know I talk about finding love, I talk about healing the nervous system so that you can find healthy love, but no one really talks about how to build a life that you love before you find love. And I think it's something that you should really think about, because how are you supposed to love someone else if you don't love yourself? How are you supposed to build a life with someone else that is amazing if you don't even know what you want out of your life? So many people focus on, I'm going to need to find love, I need to find a relationship, I don't want a toxic relationship, when actually the focus, the attention should be on themselves. What do you want out of life that doesn't involve another human? Because when you get that, that's when you start to actually magnetize healthy love. When you already live a life that you love, someone else can come into that. And I always say, a healthy relationship, that person should be a bonus to your life, not the be all and end all. Your life should be good already. You should be good already. So what have you done today that makes you feel good? And there's so many different things that you can do. Like what I have done today, I have walked on the beach barefoot, grounding, earthing, it's actually called, and it gives you a very free spirit, and it just gives you a lot of clarity. Every day I do a meditation. I understand that a lot of people struggle with meditation, and I struggled with meditation originally. I had to actually start with 3-minute batches. Now I meditate for half an hour a day, but it was always starting with 3-minute batches. So if you are someone that are like, I couldn't sit there and meditate because my brain just starts going, blah, then start with 3 minutes. Start with the guided one. Don't try and just sit there in complete silence, and just concentrate on your breathing. Just, I'm concentrating on the breath, not thinking about the 3 million other things that I need to do today. That gives me a lot of kind of clarity about my life, but it just gives us a bit of a stillness for us to be able to get in tune with our intuition and who we are, so that then we can think about what do we want to do. So some of the things that have come to me whilst I have been meditating are just places that I want to go, that I have then gone to. A couple of years ago, I did a sound bath, and within that sound bath, I saw myself in a kimono in like a Japanese garden, and I went home and I said to Alan, right, I've seen myself in Japan, we need to move to Japan. And Alan was like, maybe we should visit first before we like move our whole entire life to Japan. And I was like, no, but I've seen it, it's happening, it is what it is. Anyway, about 6 months later, I found myself in Arizona, in Phoenix. They have a Japanese garden of friendship, and I was like, oh, that sounds like a cool place to go. Went there, and the image that I saw within the sound bath, I found my kimono when I was there, and yeah, it came true. But that came to me whilst I was in a very inner sense of peace. And there's been lots of decisions that I have made about my life because I've been in that inner sense. And so go along, try meditation, but where do you want to go? You need to get focused on where do you want to go? Where on mine and Alan's first date, I actually said to him, where do you like to travel to? Where do you want to go? Because for me, I like to travel. I like to go places. And if he'd have turned around and said, I've never left the UK and I don't plan on doing so, that would have been the end for us. But I was so comfortable with who I wanted to be, what I want out of my life, that I was okay with, actually, if this person isn't for me because he doesn't fit the requirements that I have for my life, because he needs to be a bonus to my life, that's okay. So what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to do with your career? What do you like? Where do you want to go? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Work out what you want. Start to live that life that, 15 years ago, the life that I live right now was a dream, a pipe dream, this is never ever going to happen for me. It's never going to happen that I have a wonderful relationship where we talk things out and we don't shout and scream at each other, and I feel absolutely safe to say anything. That was a dream. That was not ever going to be a reality for me. I get to go wherever I want to go, and I get to see my children grow up, and I walk into places and I get to chat to people and make their life better. That was a dream. That was a never going to happen for you, Sam. And I'm living it. So sit there and listen to yourself of what you want, and then go out and start seeking it. Go out and start doing the things that you thought, I don't think that I could ever do that. Step 1, what do you want to be? Where do you want to go? Who do you want to see? Start living that life. Start doing the things. One of my clients, he really struggles with his confidence and he struggles with talking to people, but he actually likes being around people. He's just had a lot of really bad experiences with people. So one of the first steps that we started working on was, right, what do you already enjoy? And now just join like a voluntary group to be around other people that enjoy that. Naturally, you will start talking to each other, but you're actually working, you're volunteering, you're doing a job. But you will naturally meet other people and talk to them, and then that will naturally build up your confidence with talking to people, because when you're in a natural environment where you're not overthinking and you're not anxious because you're just doing like this is a he's volunteering in a park doing plants and stuff. It's not my level of expertise, but that's what he's doing. He enjoys it. And one of my most common phrases to quite a few of my clients about when they're trying to find love is, you're fishing in the wrong water. Because so many people, they're on dating apps and they're, putting themselves out there. They're going to pubs and trying to meet people. And it's like, that's not where you're going to meet your person, in a pub. Yes, it can happen. And, I get lots of people when I say stuff like that, they're like, well, I met my partner in a pub. Yeah, and they're probably, they drink all the time. Rarities that you meet your person, your healthy relationship in a pub. It's very rare. Can happen. But for most of my clients, they don't want someone that's in the pub all the time. They want someone that's interested in similar things to them. So go to the things that you're interested in. But yes, your task for today, figure out the things that you want to do, that you love to do, and start making steps to achieving them. That's when you start to magnetize love. That's when you start to magnetize the right people into your life. Because you're already happy. Like, so many people talk about manifestation, manifesting the life that you love and all of that. And I do believe in manifestation because it's happened to me so many times. However, you cannot manifest things that you want if you are in a state of sadness, if you are in a state of anger. You manifest when you start living the life that you want to live and you are in a state of already having those things that you want. And the step to doing that is starting to love your own life with or without a partner, because they should always just be a bonus, because your life should be great without them anyway. So if you want some help with that, then I have put a link down below for my Wired for Love Masterclass, which will show you exactly how you can start to live the life that you want to live, but also how you can stop toxic relationship cycles and start to be attracted to different types of people so that you can find a healthy relationship that lasts forever with someone that is a bonus to your life. Speak to you soon.